Okay, so you got some word problem stuff, and these are word problems, but they're specifically using, you know, y is equal to mx plus b. It's a graphing exercise. Okay, so with this one here, you have the cost in dollars y, okay, of producing X computers, okay, given this equation right here, all right? And really, all you're really going to do with these things is you're just going to plug numbers in and get stuff out, okay? That's really what most of the stuff is. You plug stuff in, you get stuff out, and that's pretty much it. You just got to make sure that you're plugging stuff in the right places. Okay, and that's why I underline these things. Remember, y is going to be in dollars. Okay, x is your computer desk. Okay, and with all of these things, generally x is what when you're looking at the equation here. Okay, x is what you call the independent variable. You're choosing the numbers to put in there, and once you plug in some value for x, okay, you do the arithmetic and you're going to get a value out for y. So y is depending on what you put in for x. So x is your independent variable, which is usually you're going to be your horizontal axis, okay, and y is your independent variable, or it's your dependent variable, and it's going to be your vertical or y-axis. Okay, so they want you to plug in 100 into this. So they say complete the table. So all we're doing is we're plugging in values and for x. So we'll plug in it. So we basically say y is equal to 20 times 100 plus 4,000. Okay, that's going to give you 2,000 plus 4,000, and you get 6,000. Okay, so you get 6,000. Okay, when you plug 200 in, you're going to get 8,000. Okay, when you plug 300 in, you're going to get 10,000. Okay, so not a big deal. All right, you just got to remember, you just got to know what you're plugging stuff in for. So always figure out what's X representing, what's Y representing. So it says find the number of computer desks that can be produced for $5,300. Remember, this is Y. Okay, so we're saying 5,300 is equal to 20x plus 4,000. Okay, so they're asking us the number of computer desks that we can make for $5,300. Okay, the one before it, they were saying, hey, how much is it going to cost us to produce 100 computer desks? That's where you get 6,000. All right. So now we're just going to solve for x. So let's subtract 4,000, subtract 4,000. You're going to end up with 1,300 is equal to 20x. Okay. So now you divide by 20, and you're going to end up with x is equal to 65. So you can make 65 desks for $5,300. Okay. Not a whole lot to it. All right. So when you're looking at these things, you just basically just look to see, hey, what am I supposed to be plugging in, and what am I supposed to be getting out? Okay, don't worry so much about the numbers there. Okay, just make sure that you really know what's being represented. Okay, so next thing you're going to have is, and all these are going to be the same pretty much. Okay. So when you're looking at these, number 2 here, it says the cost for roses and a flower arrangement can be represented by the equation y is equal to 3x plus 20, where x is the cost per rose. Okay, so and 20 is the price of the flower arrangement. Okay, this is probably going to be a little bit more than you really need to know, but when you're looking at this equation, okay, you got y is equal to 3x. Now, x is the cost per rows, okay? And really, when you're looking at this, it's going to be 20 is what they call a fixed cost. So if you don't buy any roses, the arrangement's going to cost you $20, you know. But if you buy roses, then that price is going to go up, okay? And it's going to go up $3 basically per rose. So when you go to plug them in, you just say, okay, find the total cost if you put 6 roses in the arrangement. Okay, so all we're going to do is we know that we're going to put in 6 for X plus 20. So that's going to be 18 plus 20, which is going to give you 38. So it's $38 for the arrangement if you get 6 roses. Okay. Down here, they're telling you the cost for roses in a flower arrangement. Okay, so they're telling you, hey, this whole rent thing is going to cost you $50. How many roses can you buy in this arrangement? So we'll just put 50 in for Y, and then we'll solve for X, just like we did before. Okay, so subtract 20, subtract 20. 30 is equal to 3x divided by 3 divided by 3, and you're going to get x is equal to 10. Well, that's 10. That's 10, not $10. That's 10 roses in your arrangement. Okay, so let's go to the next, which is going to be. Okay. All right. So this is basically this. You're doing the same thing. There's just a little bit extra stuff that you got to do, and there's one kind of little weird bit here. Okay, that you're going to run into. It says in 1998 there were 1,503 daily newspapers. Okay, by 2002 there were only 1,455. Okay, what they're giving you there is they're giving you 2 ordered pairs. Okay, what they're giving you is 1998 and 1503. That's your X, Y, and the other one is going to be 2002 and 1455. Okay, now the part you got to kind of watch for is this part right here. Okay, it says write 2 ordered pairs of the form years after 1998 number of daily newspaper for this situation. Okay, what this really means is they're starting from 1998, and what we're going to do is we're going to call that year 0. Okay, so it's going to be 0 and 1503. 2002 is 4 years down the line, so it's going to be 4 and 1455. Okay, so that's the only thing you have to worry about. That you got to make sure that you catch. Okay, so now what they want you to do is they say, hey, find the relationship between years after 1998 and the numbers of daily newspapers is linear over this period. Use the ordered pairs from part A to write an equation for the line year, relating years after 1998 to the number of daily papers. So basically what they're asking us is they want us to write an equation, and they want it to be in like basically this form. Okay, so we're going to write slope intercept form. So remember from the previous videos, I told you that if you know, if you can find M and you can find B, then you can find the equation, and there's nothing that you can really be asked that you can't answer. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do, since I have two ordered pairs, I'm just going to find out what the slope is. Okay, and I'll say this is x1, y1, this is x2, y2, and then you plug them in. Okay, so we'll say M is equal to 1455 minus 1503 over 4 minus 0. Okay, so when you do this part, you are going to get negative 48 over 4, which is going to be negative 12. Okay, so that's your slope. We know what b is because remember up here in x1, x is 0, so that means your y has to be your y-intercept b. Okay, now we'll just plug it in. We'll say y is equal to negative 12x plus 1503. Okay, and you're good to go. Now, the next thing they want you to do is they want you to use the linear equation that you just came up with to estimate the number of daily newspapers in 2000. Okay, so you say, all right, 2000 is going to be like year 2. So we think y is equal to negative 12. We'll put in 2 for the year because that's what x is representing, and plus 1503. So it's going to give you negative 24 plus 1503. Okay, and then when you 1503 minus 24, what is that going to be? 1479. Yeah. Okay. So in 2002, there were 1,479 daily newspapers. Okay. So this next one is just like this. So if you want to go ahead and pause the video and try to do it, go for it. Okay. It's just like the one we did. They just changed the numbers a little bit. Okay. All right. So I'm going to use these two things right here. Okay. 1998. Basically, in 2001, there were 6,680 electric powered vehicles. Okay. In 1998, there was 4,760. Okay. So assume the relationship between time, x, okay, so those are the years, and the number of electric powered vehicles, that's y, is linear. Basically, it's a straight line. Write an equation in slope intercept form describing the relationship. Okay. And here it is again, this bit. Okay. So 1998 is going to be our year 0. Okay, so we're using 0 and 4760, and we're using 2001 is 3 years later. Okay, and 6680. Okay, so we call this x1, y1, and this is x2, y2. Plug it in, and we'll say 6680 minus 476. 0. Okay. So now I got to do is just do the math. So you take 6680, okay, and you subtract 4760 from it. All right. So just make sure that you get the y's on the top and the x's on the bottom. Okay, because that's usually people a lot of times they'll get those two. They'll put the x's on the top and y's on the bottom, and that usually messes them up. Okay, so once you've done that, you're going to get 640. All right, so that's your slope. We already know what our b is because that's right there. Okay, 4760. So we'll plug it in and make our equation. So we got y is equal to 640x plus 4760. Okay. And then it says use the equation to predict the number of electric vehicles in 2009. Well, 2009 is going to be 11 years down the line. Okay. And so what we'll do is we'll say y is equal to 640 times 11 plus 4760. All right. When you multiply these two guys together, you're going to get 740 plus 476. And we'll add those guys together. So once you've done that, you're going to end up with what's that? 7040 times plus 4760. Okay, and that's going to give you 11,800. Right. So then just look at it. Remember, in year 0, you got, well, that's almost 5,000. Okay, and in year 3, you got like, a little more than 6,500, and then that's year 3. Now remember, 2009 is 11 years down the road. Can you buy that number? Sure. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. So just keep that in mind, that you just got to know, hey, what's X representing, what's Y representing. Okay. Then everything else is just, hey, plug and chug. Okay.